What is going on, everybody? Are you ready for a little bit of foreplay? This is the #1 gaming podcast, bringing you all the news about gaming that you need to know about, obviously. But I'm here with Co-Reed.
I'm here with Dirt Lord.
I'm knuckle deep with Garbo. Together.
And I'm here with Griffin.
And we are here to talk about some video games and some video game news here. And we're going to start it off, of course, with something that we talked about last time. This is a follow-up for the last episode. We said that we were going to talk about the GTA trailer. So we are going to check this trailer out. And then after we get through with this thing, we are going to discuss it. So let's dive in and meet this meaty news.
Meaty.
So, I mean, we only got a 1.5-minute trailer here, directly 1 minute, 30 seconds. And I mean, first of all, it's got how many views?
10 million?
150 million.
10 million likes.
10 million likes, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. This is insane. I mean, whenever we were talking about the post that Rockstar put up about the trailer dropping that week, it had like 150 or 175 million impressions on Twitter, something crazy. So it doesn't surprise me that the trailer, it's got almost 151 million views as of right now.
No. This is the franchise that kind of transcends most things. Like, hardcore gamers play it, but people that like only play Madden and NBA 2K also play these games.
Yeah, it kind of crosses. It's kind of like the Fast and Furious of video games.
Yeah, but better because I keep playing them.
Yeah. I mean, not in a negative way, but like Fast and Furious appeals to the car guys, the action guys, the Vin Diesel guys. Like it appears to like, all these different kind of subsets of people. And that's what GTA does. I mean, because it offers you a legitimate virtual sandbox. Here's the world. You can get in and you can do missions and rob banks and do all this crazy stuff. Or you can just try to get your wanted level up as high as you want it to go for 4.5 hours. Like... Yeah.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot.
So unfortunately, we did not get any gameplay footage. I know that there was some alpha footage that was leaked not so long ago. So you can find it. They're trying to scrub it, but it's still out there in some capacity. But it would have been nice to see a little bit of gameplay footage, because you see this expansive, their version of Miami and all this stuff. And it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. There's like people walking around everywhere. There's all this stuff going on. In reality, what is that going to look like? Is the scope going to be that big to where like whenever you go downtown Vice City or wherever I think the game's taking place in Vice City, right?
So.
Yeah.
So if you go downtown Vice City on a Friday night, is there going to be 400 NPCs walking around that you can kind of interact with? Who knows? And
have you seen the map?
No, I have not.
It's big.
I mean, it just keeps it just
Yeah, it
keeps
keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it next to the GTA 5 map, allegedly. I mean,
let's pull this thing up. Hold on. Let me pull this up and I'll show it here.
it's bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least probably almost triple the size, I would say.
If you turn that thing sideways, you could get 3 of them.
Yeah.
Got these little islands down here. Like,
Yeah.
What you want to see, though.
Exactly.
It is.
I thought it was going to be the whole world.
Yeah, for real, right?
It's coming.
Yeah. So I know that we've all played GTA 5 in some capacity in the past. And here's a question that I'm going to throw over to Dirt first, and then we'll swing it around. With a lot of the trailer focusing on TikTok clips, right? Recreating TikTok clips. Do you feel that like some type of like social media will play more of an importance inside of GTA 6 because they kind of flirted that line a little bit with GTA 5, where you could get online, you could order stuff, you could play the stock market. Like, there's a couple of things you could do. Do you think that they're going to make like their own full, TikTok app, Facebook app, Twitter app?
It'll be like Instagram.
Yeah.
Because that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
With that being said, do you feel like there will be some type of reputation or something associated with your character if you have like a social media presence, Corey?
Possibly. I mean, it would make sense. It'd be a good way of doing that, like having people be able to look you up and be like, "This dude's an asshole," downvote you or something.
Well, they did it in 5. You had to go to that Rockstar website, and you could share pictures, and it had like a little, what was that, like social club?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They need something they can put in the game. That would be even better. It's like you bust the app out. You're like, look at this fucking alligator eating this dude. Like,
yeah,
it goes viral in the game. It's like, that would be smart.
Yeah.
The social media within a game would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And with that being said, like with social media kind of potentially being a focal point of this game in some larger or smaller capacity, I would imagine. Garbo, do you feel like that the social media aspect of what GTA 6 could present will be like kind of how you interact with the multiplayer in some capacity?
Oh, sure. I mean, especially if you're like playing with multiple people and then you're playing throughout the day, y'all can make like little posts, almost like media stuff and everything. I mean, it can be a full-fledged internet base.
And people in there live streaming from their app.
Yeah, right.
Imagine how useful that will be in RP mode.
Yeah.
That might be what they were promoting with the trailer, being that it was all like almost camera shot the entire time, like on their phone. You know what I mean? Like almost every in the trailer was, a lot of them were showing like a phone. You know what I mean? Like it looked like you were looking through a phone lens.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's kind of like a little hint. I mean, just kind of like, I think the protagonists are going to be the dude and the chick. Like at the end of the trailer, kind of like hinted that too. A little Easter egg, obviously, but
the trailer heavily focuses on the woman.
Yeah. And I think she was in GTA 5.
And I'm kind of down for having a woman protagonist because we haven't really had one in a GTA series yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you've always kind of
It's not something that bothers me.
No, not at all. And you've always kind of played this silent character up until GTA 5. Well, I'd say GTA 4.
Yeah, 4. You did a little bit more talking.
You get Nico. Come on, man. Nico does some talking.
Yeah.
I never finished 4, if I'm being honest.
I mean, even San Andreas, there was some talking.
Oh, yeah.
But,
remember? Man, fuck the ballers. Come on, man.
Here's one thing that I did want to note though. Do you feel that Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto specifically, and this could even extend to Red Dead in some capacity, do you feel like that they're losing out on potential market by allowing people to create their own custom in-game character? I know you can do it for multiplayer, but for single player, like basically take the Baldur's Gate route. I know that there's more that goes into that with all the Baldur's Gate stuff, but people really got into that,
Do like in Baldur's Gate, give you the option of playing a pre-made character or making your own.
Yeah,
you could play as Asterion as your main character, or whichever one that you wanted to.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, like, if it would be interesting if they had the story focus around all of these different characters, and you kind of come in as this silent character, like kind of throwing back to GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and all that, where you create your character, you make your character look however you want to, you build that character up and build their reputation and the things that they've done up. But you're also seeing all this other crazy stuff that's happening and playing out. I feel like Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto, if they went a little bit further on a little bit of a role playing experience, they could, not that they need to, but they could hook in so many more people. I mean,
they have to.
Well, yeah.
GTA 5 took off with that. Like,
yeah.
And the guy was like, it's going to be like a game that's never been made, you know.
Yeah.
To blow people's mind. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm hoping that good things, which this isn't coming out until basically 2025 or 2026.
2025.
Yeah, I think it's like probably Q4 2025. It'll probably be a Christmas drop for 2025. So they still have 2 more years to work on this unless something crazy happens and the date gets delayed. And it already looks great. Yeah.
I think it's going to beat out all other like records for revenue. Like, I think it's going to be the highest selling game.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Have a crazy opening. Like, what, $1 billion?
Yeah.
Because the last one was huge.
It's going to do more than Baldur's Gate by, I think, a long shot.
Yeah.
Especially if it releases on all platforms at once.
Yeah, because I think that GTA 5 released on consoles, and then it was like, 6 months to a year before they...
Yeah, it was almost a year, I think.
As of now, there's no mention of a PC release.
Yeah.
But that's what they did before.
Crazy, though.
Took like 6 months.
You should release them all at the same
get the bugs
time.
fixed. You would hope, but they used the people playing to test it.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to have quality assurance people?
They used to.
I think games...
they just use us.
Yeah, I think games are getting away from quality.
Well, considering that most of their purchases are digital now and they're charging as much as a physical copy, then most of that money could go towards some fucking quality assurance testers.
Yeah.
As much as they made.
And to be completely honest, it would not surprise me if Grand Theft Auto 6, if Rockstar came out and they announced, we're not releasing physical versions of Grand Theft Auto 6. We're only
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah. I've been waiting for
it's
that.
It's going to be 200 gigabytes.
Well, like, or
so
if
it's
they
the only
do,
thing you could have on your fucking thing.
It's some kind of like steel book.
Yes.
Special
limited edition.
Yeah. You know, $100.
Yeah. More, maybe, you know. Because they've done some interesting bundles, which GTA has always had an incredible physical release because you get a great booklet, you would get maps, you would get all kinds of stuff whenever, even if you just purchase the base game. So who knows, they may transition away. And like I said, it really wouldn't surprise me if they're just like, because if they're going to lean into social media and things like that, it's not far-fetched to put QR codes on everything and ask people to use their real-life smartphones to scan whatever it is and pull it up on their devices. So that would be one way to hook people and to keep them playing. Like, you know how Nintendo successfully made a console that is portable and dockable that you can play on your TV.
Mm-hmm.
The next logical step in that evolution is to get rid of the console altogether as far as a mobile version.
Cloud gaming.
And have your phone where you can do stuff on your phone in free time to unlock currency and other things for the game so that you can be playing it on the go. And whenever you get back home, you have the stuff from that mobile version of the game on your full physical release of it.
Yeah. Let me mine some Bitcoin in the game to have currency.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if I want to.
Yeah. So it's not far-fetched or out of the realm of possibility that they would do something like that. And what if this is the first game that comes out that has like a legitimate app that people, like a companion app that's more than a companion app? Like it's Instagram of Grand Theft Auto. And you can download it and you can see what all your friends are posting, what all your friends are doing. You can put hits out on people, whatever you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot they could do. And the more that we see and the more that we hear about it, the more excited that I get for it. I just hope that they nail everything that they want to nail with it, because Rockstar's always had a pretty good reputation for the most part at nailing games. But I mean, this has been the widest gap in a release that they've ever had. And at least for the Grand Theft Auto series. So how is this going to look it's got to nail it, or people are going to be like, dude, we waited like 10 plus at the time that it releases. It's going to be what, 12, 13 years?
It was 2012.
Yeah. So it's going to be like 13 years since the last one.
Money.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah. So based on the trailer, Corey, what's your hype level from 1 to 10?
I'm about a 7. I'd like to see a little more of the gameplay, maybe some of the cars and weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little more information before the hype really kicks it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree.
But it's good to know that we're going to have a what seems to be good storyline again, because they always kill it narrative.
Yeah. So where are you falling, Garbo?
I mean, the graphics look really good, but again, I want to see some gameplay. I hadn't seen no alpha trailer or nothing like that. I am going to give it a 7 though, because like the trailer did look really good. It looked really clean. Like the game almost looked cinematically like a movie.
Yeah.
Like some of those shots look almost real life.
Yeah,
almost realistically. Yeah, it was really nice shots.
They're getting there.
Get the uncanny valley, but they're really getting there, man. They really are.
Well, did y'all notice that the booty had the jiggle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah,
I did.
dude. The whole fucking bounce on top of the car. There ain't no.
That's new.
All right, Dirt.
I want to see a.
Oh, go ahead, Garbo.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just was going to say I want to see like a Elder Scrolls with those graphics.
Oh my God! It's coming.
Modded.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
It's the next step. You know what I mean? Like.
I mean, right? Yeah, because that's what they're working on right now. They full force on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dirt. 1 to 10 hype. 1 to 10 trailer song choice.
Tom Petty.
Yes.
A 10.
I'm giving it a 12. Yeah. Whenever that song kicked off, I was like, no fucking way, dude.
Hell, if you asked me, I would have said a 9. They're always real good. I don't really like Tom Petty, but they have a great choice of music.
It fits perfect, right?
The trailer's got me hyped.
Oh.
I'm hyped for it.
Are you over a 7 hype?
I mean, I'm hyped. I can't wait. But I do want to see gameplay, but the trailer was, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait, man. It looks great. Yeah.
That's a big one for me. What's the gameplay look like?
Yeah. Does it look like that? Because if so, holy shit. Can't be though, right?
I mean, it could.
They're like, we finally did it. We made the game look like the trailer.
We still got a whole ass another year before we see.
Look, man. Before I bought, and I know that we're going to get into this later, and we've talked about this every episode, but before I bought Baldur's Gate, I'm like, there's no way that this looks this good. But what they did something genius. They their cutscenes look just like the game. Like they use that same style. They use
exactly.
So it's not far from the realm. Even if you have to drop the attention to detail or the graphics down a hair, because like if you compare Baldur's Gate to like a high end game, it looks great, but it's not to that level of a high end, well polished, pre-rendered cutscene. But it's damn close, So I think that if they kept it in that same vein, they could. Which GTA's always kind of done that, where it's like the game and the cutscenes and everything else has always, for the most part, looked very similar to one another. Where you kind of have that, oh, this isn't a movie I'm watching. This is part of the story that I'm playing. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. It looks great.
I just want to know what the online is going to be.
Exactly.
Because that's where it's at.
And
it's cool, but
are they going to hold the online for a couple of months whenever the game drops? Because they did that as well, right?
They did.
So
it wasn't long before that dropped that it dropped on PC.
Yeah. So
we had a hard time getting into lobbies, but it was fun, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good 2 years.
Mm-hmm.